a lot of my videos for my future generations, for my for my future children, grandchildren, my children now. So it's not it's my videos are not a for your entertainment videos. I take life very serious. The Most High created us. Our seed, our children are very important. I'm making videos for my homeschooling, which is for my tribe, which is for my children, grandchildren, for when they have homework and studies and stuff. And stuff to relate to, they have videos to look back on. So my videos from the beginning was always for, it was kind of like a time capsule. I was coming from isolation. I was so, this outside opinion that everybody has, like, I didn't even know that people could see my videos or whatever. Cause like my videos didn't used to get, when I used to be making videos, they used to have 0 views. So I was not doing it, never was doing it for attention. I have social anxiety, was isolated. I've been on my phone all my life. I had a phone since I was in the first grade. My face has always been in my phone, even when I'm in a room full of people, because I don't know. So I've been doing this. Been doing this. It just, yeah. So I've been doing history videos um, for my personal healing, for my projects, for a number of different things. So this video, my love for history, um, so I'm gonna go all the way back to like kindergarten. I didn't have a love for history yet. Well, I did, but I didn't know. So I was failing. I was failing in kindergarten because I got. I was so, that was my journey. And when I was trying to make a friend, I had I had this friend. I don't remember her name. I remember like I used to see her when I used to go to my dad. When I used to go with my dad to work sometimes, and when he would go to one of his friends' house, we would go to different places because he used to like cut grass. He was a handyman. He used to cut grass. Hi. He used to cut grass, fix roofs, like whatever he could do it. Um, so I would go with my dad to work sometime. My sister would go with my mom. My granddad owns land. My mom, it my belongs to my mom and her sisters now. They inherited. My mom would work on my granddad's land, and the garden are his friends' gardens and stuff. And my sister would stay with my mom because they like gardens. I don't like to touch dirt. So I used to always go to work with my dad. And I had this friend, but I only seen her that one time because then I ended up having school like in the morning, and then she ended up having school in the afternoon. So I would be excited every time I go to their house because I would think she would be there. And then like I would get to the playroom, but it would just be empty. And then I used to watch Charlie Brown and stuff. Um, so I was like on this journey trying to make friends because I had made a friend, and then she just like disappeared. And then I had this other friend, and she lived down the street, and I knew her since I was like in diapers. Um, and we did used to play together. Um, that was I was little. I didn't understand racism. They were white. Her her parents let us play together, but like her other friends and stuff, like they didn't want to like let their kids come over if I was over there because we're black. But I didn't understand that. I was a kid. And their mom still let me come over and play with their daughter, so I didn't understand. So they like made sure like we're not gonna stop her from like I didn't understand. I didn't understand. But had that friend. This is my story of how I got the love of history. Um History, genealogy. I have very deep interest in those subjects. Um I'm trying to not lose my memory. It be wiping out. Um, Hold on. Thank you. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get all my thoughts and stuff together because I'm like, gotta get situated for my goals. Let me see. I'm leading up to it has a point. So hold on. So that was in because my whole life I've been like on a journey seeking like when I was little, my mom told me I have a soul, that there's a God. So ever since I was little, I had the question like, okay, who is our creator that created me? And I've been seeking him. Like I've been praying, seeking him, like not like I did get go through religion and stuff, but I know the difference between religion and seeking a relationship with the most high creator. Um but that was a question that I had. Um, and then I had a question as I began to be abused. I was at wondering what was going on with my body, what was happening. Um, and in the search for those answers and being like in school, okay, so because I started being abused, I failed kindergarten. In kindergarten, I had F's. I didn't know left or right. Literally, like because I went through a lot of abuse. Literally, my daughter made me learn left from right. I taught her, but I always forget. Like, because I lose my memory. My memory constantly wipes away. And then I'll have like, so it could keep me, I'm either in a happy or a neutral state most of the time. When I, when, when I remember my life and stuff, then it's like, yes, it's emotional. But my life is really traumatic. So my brain constantly wipes it away, wipes my memory away. If something bad happens, I forget. My brain prioritizes good memories. So to people, I seem weird because I'm overly happy. I'm overly happy and I only experience trauma. So my brain takes a lot of time to sort through situations because time, I don't know. It depends on how what my stress level is that day. If I'm really stressed out, I'll just start like laughing and crying hysterically. If I have like if I'm not reacting, I'm probably okay. I just went through a lot of trauma and I'm just like analyzing everything. Or I could possibly be frozen, but now I'm going to side tangent and I need to get back. My bad. Um, so my love of history. Um, so I was seeking those questions. I failed kindergarten and that did make me feel bad. And I was trying to get my grades up. I feel like I was failing first grade. I was failing first grade. I got in the second grade, they took me out of second grade and put me back in the first grade. I moved a lot of schools. I was going through a lot of abuse. Hillary Clinton did attempt to kidnap me. Yahuwah on my life. That is fact. Um, I was going through a lot of abuse, so I was failing. I was failing school. Um, but history became a subject I was very good at. I started like summer, I stayed in and I like my mom was working at the library for a time, so I had got like they gave us at the end of like this summer camp thing, they let us pick a book and they let us pick like they had like a book fair or something like they're getting rid of old books and I picked like a book on rocks and a book on science. Oh, the science of rocks. And I studied that all summer, and that actually helped me all the way through high school because like yeah, this is so then by the time I got to high school, I for some reason I was really good with history. My classes that I was good in was history. I had an A in history. I had um I had a C in science, but I never went to class. I ditched. I always did science. Me and that teacher did not get along. I don't know. I don't know. He didn't like me, but I always got all the questions right. I always got all the questions right. And so he would let me ditch because I would always be there for a test, and I always got my test right. And so that's why I had a C in class because I was never actually in the class, but I was always there for my test. So I passed that class with a C. The teacher would see me in the hall and stuff, and he would check and see what I was doing, but like I didn't need his class, so I was always being a class clown in his class. So he just let me ditch. I did not ditch a lot. I started ditching because I was my aunt's slave and she moved her boyfriend in, and like I was being physically assaulted, like beaten, and he was threatening me that I had to give it up, that I had to make the choice to, that he wasn't going to take it, and I never did. I got with my husband who was supposed to protect me, but then he was supposed my husband was supposed to be my best friend. I don't know. Technically we were never friends. We were supposed to be, but I don't know. Anyways, it don't matter. That don't matter. But so I was really good at history. I was good at English, but I didn't really understand English. I don't know how I passed English because I didn't understand it. I did not. I did not. I didn't understand English, and I don't know how I passed. Well, I had a C. I had a C in English, but that's also because our papers used to have to be typed, and I never typed them because we did not have a laptop. So that she takes a whole letter grade off for that. And I did not understand punctuation back then. So everything was like, if it wasn't a period, it was just, if it wasn't a period or a comma, it did not have no punctuations. My bad. I did get like the paragraph for like, I don't know how, I don't know. So I had a C in English. Economics, I was good in. Math, I suck. I sucked at math. Geometry, I have no idea how I passed that. I have no idea how I passed geometry. I did not take a math in my senior year because I wasn't a requirement and I was not about to fail if I did not need to. Um, I have no idea how I passed geometry because it doesn't even make sense. Geometry did not make sense. But also, I couldn't focus because I was going through a lot at home. Maybe I might, I don't know, but I'm not gonna. So, history, I used to always get an A. And the teacher used to always think that we were cheating because it was me and this other student. We used to always get pretty much the same grade. But we didn't even know each other at first. And so the teacher used to quiz us, and that was really fun. And like, we were in the same class for like a lot of years from middle school. Mostly all of middle school, we had the same classes. So, and I think our freshman year in high school, I think we did as well. Yeah, because that's when I tested out um a special ed because they put me in special ed because I was failing all my classes. But I tested out special ed in the ninth grade. I kept testing out while I was in foster care, but every time I would test out, we would move foster homes and they would claim that they lost my papers. And every time I test out, they would keep doing that because you get paid more for special ed kids. They did that on purpose. But so I didn't actually end up getting out of special ed until the ninth grade. when I got adopted by my aunt. Um, um, so yeah, that's how I really grew my love for history. It was my best subject. I my aunt cut me off from everybody. I my aunt cut me off from everybody. So I read a lot of books. It was so bad to the point where whatever book I was reading, I would accidentally start speaking in that dialect because I didn't have nobody to talk to. Nobody in the house was allowed to talk to me. They got beat if they talked to me. When we went to family events and stuff, my aunt would like make stuff up. The family be telling me how disappointed they are in me, and I didn't even do nothing. Whenever I made a friend, my aunt would call them and just like make stuff up and tell them I'm a bad influence. She kept me isolated to herself. She always said that she was all I was ever gonna have. She tried to keep me broken down. I was always gonna run away. As soon as I turned 18, I was always running away. I was always running away. um, I don't know, but that's how I got my love for history. And so yeah, a lot of my videos are like for my future generations. And I do try to before I realize because I keep losing my memory in my brain, just be positive because as I was getting abused, they would always tell me that I was happy and I was I don't know. They did this. I see they did this intentionally. But darn it, I lost my memory again. It's just because also under a lot of pressure because I'm on live right now. If I wasn't on live, like I've learned how to come out of trauma by myself. I relax when I'm by myself. Um, but yeah, my video. Okay, yeah. So my videos are about like for my future generations, for myself, for healing. Like when my future grandchildren, like they might be going through something, and they hopefully it ain't going through nothing like this. Like, but or maybe if they just want to see what their grandma, great grandma was like, like they have videos. And it's also for my healing journey. So it's not gonna be my YouTube, my channel. I'm a historian. I really wish my life was not what it was, but I'm documenting my life, my healing journey. Not gonna be documenting everything. I don't really. I've been isolated my whole life, so I have my own universe with just population me. I don't understand you guys. We don't actually really speak the same language. It seems like it, but we don't. Everything has different meanings. Same words, different meanings. Um, but it's interesting. I am I am studying every I'm studying the generation of beginning of history and I'm also observing and studying this current generation that I'm living in. But but what am I trying to say? Man, the trauma is from the world. Inside my mind and in spirit, I'll be with the Most High. The Most High been with me my entire life. The Most High been with me in my entire life. Ever since I've been born, the Holy Spirit has been with me. I've been everything I've been through. Like I've been isolated every time when I was little that I was by myself and I choked on something, my body would freeze and it would just go down. Like Every time that I was about, except for that one time that I choked on a piece of ice, it melted. Oh my gosh, I was so, and that one time that I choked on a quarter when I was a kid because I didn't want my sister to swing on a swing because she scratched me. Leos are mean. I wanted to play with her and I woke her up out of her nap and she scratched me in my face. And I didn't want her to sing on the swing with me. So I had some money and I put it in my mouth so that I could hold the other swing so she couldn't sing on it. And I swallowed the quarter. And I was like, I hurried up and I ran in the house. And oh my gosh, I was thanking my mom for saving my life. I was like, thank you for it. Next thing you know, I was getting my ass whipped. I was like, bro, I didn't even get to properly thank you for saving my life. Like, oh, but the Holy Spirit could, and the Holy Spirit warned me not to do that. The Holy Spirit warned me not to put that money in my mouth. And I got disciplined right away, and I learned my lesson. Oh my gosh. And that's how I be learning lessons. It was like, I don't know why it looked so excited to me as a kid. There was this big old like orange tube thing, and I wanted to put my whole body in it. And my mom was telling me not to, and they left. And I got in there and I put my arms in there, and I was dying because I couldn't get out because now like it was all the way up to my shoulders. And I was like, I was up in there and I was dying. And I was like, I was sitting up there, I was like, man, that's delicious. And then my mom and my cousins, everybody started coming back. And it's like, look at her stupid ass, right? Because I was stupid at that time. At that point in time, I was stupid. And then they ain't even gonna take me out right away. They just gonna start tickling me. And I'm sitting up here dying. And right as I'm on my last breath, they decide to take me out. And that's how the Holy Spirit be with me, teaching me life lessons. Like, don't do stupid shit. Like, that's why my brain is analytical. Like, I think things through before I do them because the amount of times that I done almost died, like, I think things through. I take my time. But I'm a historian. I'm figuring my life out. I'm working on my goals. My brain is all over the place. I'm in shock. I'm coming out of shock. Keep losing my memory. Like, but this is my healing journey. I am not here to perform for anyone. Sometimes my hair might be done, might not be done. Cause I get like, so I guess I am depressed, but I'm not sad all the time. Like, I'm happy right now. Body is like, I don't have a lot of, like, my body doesn't have a lot of energy, but I do have a lot of energy. Like, I don't have a lot of energy to do things, but it's like most of all of my energy is going to like being positive. That's what it feels like. My battery is just like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not here to perform. These videos are for my healing. I could watch back for my kids because my family's not letting me see them. They can watch these videos. They can know that mommy loves them, and I'm doing everything that I can. Like, you have a mom and a dad. The family should not be keeping us from each other. Life is just crazy. Life is just crazy. But mommy is always your mommy, and daddy is always your daddy. And neither of your parents should, or anybody should ever be hurting you. And so life is life. And this is just me living life. And I'm out. And Lay, son, if you guys, whenever you guys watch this, mommy does love you. I'm sorry I didn't get right on live after you said, yeah, because you said that you didn't think you were going to be able to get on. And then, but yeah, mommy loves you guys. And yeah, so this is a little bit about my videos. They are different. They're not, I'm retired military vet. I do not need anything from anyone. My only concern is that my children are safe. My only concern is that my children are safe. I don't need nothing from no one. I'm a retired vet. I'm on my healing journey. I on my healing and recovering journey because I got hit by a car. I got brutally assaulted by 15 police officers that randomly kidnapped me and my child on a random day. Um, in 2022, got hit by a car in 2023. Was already pursuing athletics. Was on the company's football team in the military. Was already pursuing my goals of sports and athletics. Continuing when I got out with when my daughter told me she wanted to be a soccer player, football. And then all of a sudden start getting gang stalked by IDF and then get hit by like life is just weird. Life is weird, just weird. But still pursuing my goals to get drafted by the WNBA. I know it's probably gonna take some time. Probably gonna take 3 years, 3 years minimum. You know, I'm trying 3 to 5 years on my healing and recovery journey. Start getting back in the gym, um, so that I can make enough money, so that I can get a house, so that I can get my children, so that if my kid's dad still is not allowing me to see my children, I can afford to get a lawyer and all of those things. Those are my journeys. That's my goals and stuff that I'm working on. My videos are for my mental, for history, documentation of my family line, and for my future generations. I'm a historian, and I'm a child of the Most High, and I'm on my healing journey and seeking the Most High. And thank you for joining this live. My aunt kept me isolated. I've been isolated from the world, so this is my first time really like interacting with people. I've been trying to like socialize. I've been learning things, but I don't know. But all right. Um all right, have a good night. Y'all bless.